My colleague Sarah returned from Istanbul 3 months ago, and she hasn't been the same since. What she told me about a carpet in the Grand Bazaar still keeps me up at night. It was a humid afternoon in June when Sarah wandered into a narrow corridor of the bazaar, away from the tourist crowds. The air smelled of cardamom and aged wool. An elderly shopkeeper with silver hair gestured her inside his cramped stall, walls lined floor to ceiling with carpets. He pointed to one particular piece, a silk carpet from the Ottoman era, deep crimson with geometric patterns in gold and black. Sarah studied it for maybe 30 seconds, then she noticed something odd. The pattern looked different than when she first glanced at it. The interlocking diamonds had shifted, forming what looked like an arrow pointing right. She laughed it off as a trick of the light, but the shopkeeper wasn't smiling. He told her the carpet was made in 1632 by weavers who consulted with Sufi mystics. They embedded warnings into the patterns, messages that would reveal themselves to those who needed guidance. Sarah thought he was just trying to make a sale. She took a photo and turned to leave. That's when the shopkeeper grabbed her wrist. He said the carpet was showing her a direction, she needed to follow it. She pulled away and left the shop, unnerved. But curiosity got the better of her. She walked right, following the direction the pattern had indicated. 3 shops down, she found her lost passport on a table outside a cafe. She had reported it stolen 2 days earlier. When Sarah returned to thank the shopkeeper, the stall was empty, completely bare. The neighboring merchants insisted no one had sold carpets there for years. The space had been abandoned since a fire in 2019, but here's where it gets stranger. Sarah showed me the photo she took. I saw the carpet clearly, the patterns sharp and defined. When she looked at the same photo on her phone that evening, the image was corrupted. Just static and blurred colors. She tried to recover it, brought it to 3 different tech specialists. They all said the same thing. The file was intact, no corruption in the data. The image itself had simply changed. Last week, Sarah received a package with no return address. Inside was a small piece of woven fabric, the same crimson silk with gold and black patterns. She swears the design moves when she's not looking directly at it. Sometimes it forms shapes that look like warnings. Other times, like maps to places she's never been. The Ottoman weavers believed some patterns held consciousness, that they could see the threads of fate itself. According to the legends, dozens of these carpets were created, scattered across Turkish bazaars and private collections worldwide. Sarah keeps the fabric in a drawer now. She's too afraid to look at it anymore. But sometimes, late at night, she says she can feel it watching her, waiting to show her something she's not ready to see.